Press, press, press. No. Disqualified.
Well, Gabe doesn't want to be disqualified from the tournament, or indeed eliminated. What he wants is to stop Vandenbergh having a chance for 4-1. Got to be safe with this, and is for the bull. That's the stuff. Presses the red button and gets within one again, but Vandenbergh retains that break of throat. Vandenbergh has untucked the shirt. Well, that's a happy accident, because he's now got another shot at the bull. This one's to end the leg. Tricky shot. And he just couldn't get past that flight.
The single 17 made that one quite tricky. Well, Clemens is making this tricky for himself. He can't find the target. Big break chance here.
For some reason, I've just had the theme tune to Big Break go through my head. Maybe we should have said bullseye, because that's now Vandenbergh in front by 3. That'd be a break, because the way these guys are hammering each other right now, the break might ruin this. Go high or low, or go for the 12s. I like it. Takes the bust shot completely out of play. That was clever. But is it as clever as the bullseye?
60. Not quite. 48 then for Dimitri Vandenbergh. I've got to say, that 12 did take me a bit by surprise. Only 2 darts instead of 3. Step back, compose yourself. And 2 darts at a double is all that he needs, and heading into the break, Dimitri Vandenbergh in a really commanding position now against Gabriel Clemens. It's 8-5 up on Dylan Slevin. Chris Dobie 8-6 up on Ryan Searle, so the home favourite might be having a very quick stopover in Minehead.
If Chris Dobie wins that game, he's going to need security, because he won't be popular in Minehead for a few hours. Dimitri hit this against Chris Dobie last night, but he's not going to go for the ball. That's really, really clever. He went for the treble 11 there, and he knew that if he didn't get it, he was going to lay up.
137. Well, Clemens does apply the pressure, but Vandenbergh usually loves this section of the board. There's your answer as to why.
Fair bit of cash on the line in this game as well tonight. But the averages don't reflect that. They're both around the 100 mark in this game. This checkout would not only win the match, but it would also tip the 100 mark in the average. And he's now missed 2 match darts in 2 different legs.
Well, is Clemens going to go same strategy as Vandenbergh? He's not. He's going aggressive. He has to get the treble 18 this time. 38. Well, maybe he would have been better served taking heed from Vandenbergh. So 2 match darts. He checks it out, and Dimitri Vandenbergh is through to round 5 of the UK Open. Pretty solid performance from the Belgian.
What did you do? Oh, I looked on the internet some stuff.
I was going to say that they won't really care about the playing Gezi price. Ooh, $2.5 grand. Linda's a fiver.
92 left. That's a lovely dart from Rob. And this time the 32 bed works. You just get the feeling that this one...
Simon Stevenson in 2019 before defeats against Alan Suter, and last year against Willie Borland. 59. Robbie require 86. You get the feeling this could be a pivotal moment in this match, even at a relatively early stage. 7. Seen quite a few attempts at this on Stream 2 today.
72.
He's disgusted with that one because it was a good centimetre and a half low. And if Barneveld hits this, double break time. Watch out. That is monstrous. Rob felt bad enough when he missed double 7, but now he feels doubly bad. It's a funny old thing, Minehead hosting 2 tournaments a year, isn't it? If you don't like playing here, that's a lot of ranking money that's at risk in a place that you don't feel comfortable. My advice is, get comfortable.
65.
Imagine if players felt that about Barnsley Metro.
Then he would really be struggling.
I'll hand me talk card in, I think.
Another. For double top. There may be a reaction if he hits this. That is brilliant. Exactly what he needed. Just to send a message to Raymond as if to say, I'm not going to go that quietly. Bit between the teeth time. Well done, because it's now 10-2.
And money's safe.
What a performance from Woodhouse, though. He's averaged around 103 for the day.
I mean, averaging 102.83 in a best of 11 match is impressive. Stretching that out is even better.
I want to know what Luke Woodhouse has figured out today, because whatever it is, if he can replicate that tomorrow, he's going to cause problems for anybody.
He's going to be another one of those.
Encouragement from the audience to try and get Barneveld back in this. It might work. There it is. And if you look at his social media feed from earlier, he said he wants the Barney army to turn up. He's trying to rouse the troops. Might be better to get the single 20 first, just above the 60 bed. There. For that. And this. He lost the line. That never had a chance.
Closer to double 5 than tops. Well, Cross does love treble 18.
Well, now he's got to go treble 14. Going bull here makes no sense. Oh, really? Let me work this out. 82. That's double 14. And that's brilliant! Really thought that out. Took me by surprise, and I think everybody, including the referee. That is quintessentially Cross using a friend in the 54 to leave any double. The atmosphere in here is tense. And it's about to be more tense, because it looks like we're going the distance.
It might be tense, but it's got louder all of a sudden. 6 at 87 for Van Barneveld.
87.
Unless he has an absolute horror show, this should go to a last leg decider. Doesn't need to go bull.
Sensible.
55.
Five points apart in the averages. That means
94.
nothing.
Checkout
percentages are also 5 points apart. But now, everything we've seen to now, all 18 legs, means 0. 1 leg shootout for the next round. This is what the UK Open is all about.
Down to a finish.
That's a lovely dart, because it might lead him to double 16, which it is for the match. He'll return. That was a fabulous effort to end this match with a 12 darter.
Not Raymond's night.
60.
More match darts incoming for Rob Cross.
It's Rob Cross's game in 19 legs. One of the best games we've seen today. Raymond put up a massive fight, but Voltage, with those two Herculean finishes at the end of the first session, just gave him a fighting chance, and ultimately having the darts in the last leg. Adrian Lewis is through. He averaged 102 tonight. We've had 102 from Chris Dolby.
Could be getting his first big casualty though, because Nathan Aspinall's struggling. He's 7-3 down on Alan Suter.
Oh no, not Suter. You haven't seen that episode of The Simpsons, have you? Oh, but Johnny Clayton with a 1-3-5 out. I told you he was going to need stuff like that at certain points, and he's delivered in leg 2. Treble visits. Maybe not in leg 10 here, as Ross Smith can canter his way to that level game at the leg 10 break. It's now 9-8 to Suter. Aspinall needs 2 more to survive. Suits. I said he doesn't get 180s. I was right.
Yeah, we've seen no ferret finger pointing yet. $20 for Bull. Or double 5. And Ross Smith levels the scoreline. Just like Rob Cross in the previous match, he gives it some before the players head off for a couple of minutes away from the hockey. Found, but it could mean nothing. 2 at double 12. I think that one probably was too close to the wire.
Only he will know. But Ross Smith historically loves double 18. Hit that barrel. Hit double 9. Oh boy.
Not hit single 14.
He almost looked embarrassed by that one. And right now he's not got time to be embarrassed. He's got to get back on the horse. Clayton only needs 2 and Smith needs 4.
Well, for so much of this stage, no one would have had any complaints.
Correct.
Let alone stage 2. Just goes to show the depth of talent in this sport.
Do you want more proof of that, Dan? How about Mike De Decker winning 5 straight legs against Kim Huybrechts? He was 2-0 down. He's now 5-2 up.
An all-Belgian battle. The man who won Players' Championship 3 might be facing an early exit from the UK Open this year. Ross Smith doing his best to avoid that. Clayton to go 1 leg away. It's a good start. Double 16. Oh, it's brilliant from Johnny Clayton. He knows how important that could be. Absolutely superb. His second ton plus checkout of the match, and a dagger to the heart of Ross Smith. Though, to be fair, he's doing what you said. He's forgetting it.
But they don't have a UK Open champion yet.
It might pique Wales's interest in the sport even more if they can. Seeing a number of young Welsh players coming through, the likes of Louis Williams. And
now he's got a 174 to add to his 9 maximums. Might as well just give him the 10th maximum. But can we give him leg 17? You don't get anything given to you, Ross. You know that. So he takes leg 17.
Well, just like in Barney against Cross, we might be preparing ourselves for a last leg shootout.
You know how we were talking about the bullseye being the cherry straps?
Danny Noppert 2-1 up on Jim Williams. Vincent Vandenbergh, he's 1-0 up on Brendan Dolan.
Yeah, just a reminder that the defending champion Danny Noppert is out on board 5. That's how strong tonight is. Didn't even make it to stage 2. And he's playing someone who played fabulously this afternoon and has played brilliantly this year in Jim Williams. Now, are we going to go the distance? It's up to you, Johnny, to try and stop Ross Smith the way that he's been plugging that 60, but he'll have to settle for 109 as a chance if he gets it. I said if he gets it.
Does he stay there? He does. Double 13.
132.
Well, it's a happy accident of sorts.
Is it? It is now.
Better than single 13, at least.
It's better than nothing. You'd rather have double 7 than nothing at all. And this is hard. Now it's even harder. It's got to be left side. And it's got to be in! For the second consecutive game, we go the distance. Now we've got no clue again to see who's in the hat. 18 legs of darts.
85.
I really hope you're enjoying this, watching the Stage 2 coverage, because we are absolutely glued to this. And a big visit from Ross Smith here. 140 will get him to a finish.
I'm genuinely nervous watching this. I've got a shimmer running through my solar plexus on behalf of these two players. This is raw sport, just the way it should be. Clayton,
Switch,
looking for
Johnny.
171. Oh my word!
I said he's the master at closing out matches, and that might prove to be why.
60.
6 at tops then for Johnny Clayton, who wins an absolute barnstormer of a clash against Ross Smith. Well, the last game between Stephen Bunting and Peter Wright has an awful lot to live up to. We predicted.
But let's face facts. People are judged on world titles and massive, massive majors alongside that.
Yeah, to be judged in that company, he hits an accident alongside the likes of Gary Anderson and Jockey Wilson going back a bit further. That would be some achievement. I'll tell you what would be some achievement if Damon Heta can beat Luke Humphreys. 9-4 a few moments ago, it's 9-7 now. Oh well. 1-2-1 for Peter Wright. Treble 17 and Bull.
Full credit to Bunting. He's making himself a bit of a pest in snakebite's hair. It is red against blue. And Bunting is definitely a red in more ways than one. It was all red there.
Looked at their opponent's score and thought 160. I don't back you for it, but Bunting sensibly. Wright goes for 160. Well, the first dart was so inviting. It must be infuriating, a dart like that, when it's so plumb in the treble 20, and then the next one is wayward.
Is the third one here for Stephen? It is. And the news in is that Humphreys has converted that last leg to beat Damon Heta in a last leg shootout. Wright would love that right now, but maybe he wouldn't. Just maybe he's starting to put something together and he's taking advantage of Bunting.
With how long he's been round.
Yeah, they've got 4 UK Opens between them.
Does he stay there? He did.
98.
Don't go 18s first, he knows better than that. That's exactly what you need. And that. And that. That's how you do it. That's how you break back. And if he holds, we might have another 19-leg thriller on our hands. 6-6. This one's not as damaging, but I have to give him credit for the change of equipment. It really has made a difference. His proximity to that 60 bed has been so much better.
It's probably just all in the mind with him, in that once he makes the change, he just thinks he's going to start playing better.
It's like David Bowie a little bit, isn't he? Changes. Well, there is a change in this match. We are 10 legs into it, and we are all tied. I get the feeling when he comes back on the stage, he'll be happy that he's 5-all, and he won't be changing those darts again.
I suppose the best compliment you can pay to Wright is that on the face of it, it doesn't seem like he's played very well, but his average is touching 95, which in any standard is very, very good.
You and I both know Michael Smith was not 100% last week, but he still won a game against Nico Springer, averaging 93, and imagine being able to average 31 per dart when you're not 100%. That's what these guys can do. Snakebites on double 18 for that break that he needs, and he gets it. Somebody's starting to kick at the right time, and if he continues to do this in the same sort of way that he did against, he's found something here that's going to win him the UK Open for the second time. 6 years on from his first. Well, he's thinking bull here, maybe. Stephen might be thinking bull. Is he going to stay tradish, as the kids would say it? Well, earlier on, he went 5 tops. Not this time, he got them both.
Stephen Bunting proving his versatility on the outer ring. Did you ever, when you were playing, because you'll have had favoured doubles, were there ever any occasions where you thought, I'm just going to try?
I know it's there. I guarantee you, knowing Stephen for many years, that if that previous dart wasn't there, it was in the double 6. It didn't matter. And this game may be very young. We may still have a couple of legs left.
You know what? I think we deserve it as well. Last leg shootout in this one.
It's fast becoming the best board 2 session I've ever covered. I've said to you all day, Dan, great things happen when you're around. Great things! Could be the best of things!
Well, we've had nearly everything today. The perfect leg. We are still awaiting. Peter Wright miles back. Treble 20. Yes. He's on the 9-darter. Oh, we're denied a last leg shootout on the 9.
In a funny sort of way, Dan, that might be a blessing. Because if he'd have hit that to get the first 9-darter in Studio 36, his adrenaline to start the next leg might have been skyward. Now he's just got to get the leg 1 and go into that last leg decider. Wow, what a game.
He can't believe he's followed that up with a 180. Pressure firmly on. How horrible is your luck?
Well, that was a horrible deflection. And now, Peter Wright, who's been lingering in this leg, might get a match dart. But doesn't. Bunting's got to put right what he couldn't do in the last visit.
He's going to curse that double 12. Double 6. It's not going to go. 8 darts into a 9-darter, and Stephen Bunting might lose this leg and consequently lose the match. 2 at tops for Peter Wright. And he can't take it last dart in hand.
Bunting was brilliant on double 3 a little bit earlier. Now he's got 3 at it. He would dearly just like to use the 1. How's the adrenaline, Stephen? Perfect. 9-9 again. Somebody call the emergency authorities because we've had so many 9s tonight. You might as well just dial 99 9999 because that has been the scoreline after 18 legs in the last 3 matches.
Some things in darts don't make sense. Why is Stephen Bunting being so effective on double 3 of all darts? What a way it would be to end the day's action on stage 2. It's not going to go though. And now Peter Wright has time. Went looking for the bull, but hits the single 20.
He requires 64.
If Wright doesn't hit this, how much of a happy accident was that small 20 Stevens just hit? It may not matter, because the contest is over. Snakebite survives a mighty scare from what was a brilliant game of darts from the both of them. They've had some battles over the years.